Hey everyone, it's October 6th, 2021, and I wanted to just do a little impromptu layout update because there's been a few changes to it and some new additions. So, start with the biggest one here is the upper level. It wasn't probably obvious in videos before, but it was made up of a real hodgepodge of piers up here. Now it's all consistent, it's all the max height piers, and they're all post-war ones, so they're all the same color gray. Before it was like A and B pier, so it actually would go up and down a little bit. Like I said, you probably couldn't notice it, but in person it's obvious. And I try to kind of hide it behind in certain spots. And because I was pretty much, I had gotten a bunch of trestle sets and a lot like dirt cheap, so I was like, well, I'll set it up with those first and see how I like it, and then if I like the upper level, I'll get more piers. And well, that kind of outlived that idea for quite a few months until finally I bought a ton of A piers here to fix that. So yeah, now it's a nice consistent height, all the same color. It used to be like mostly brown, like 2 or 3 different colors of brown, and then the gray post-war ones, but now it's all gray piers. We've got the station up on A piers as well, so it's a nice height with the track. And one of the best things too is now that it's more level, I can actually run larger equipment up here, like this 2026. Previously, I'd been keeping it kind of relegated to lighter units like little Alco FAs, and I think this was the largest engine I would usually run up there is this NW2 here. But now that it's level, and I just need to fix this little curve here actually is bent a little bit inward, so I'm going to take that off later and straighten that out. But now than that, I don't have to worry about anything kind of leaning or anything falling off. It's pretty sturdy now. It's all clipped together. I actually used their post-war piers, but it's kind of hard to see in camera, but they're actually using the MPC, or the pier, at least the MPC brought out these plastic kind of clips that hook in underneath the ties and kind of lock in. Previously, I think the post-war ones have like a bracket, you kind of screw into the ties, something like that. I've never used those. I just like these are what I've been familiar with before, and they seem to keep the track pretty all locked tight together. I mean, it's solid, you can pick up it as a whole. You can pick up this whole upper level as like one piece and set it aside, which I usually do when I clean the layout and I vacuum everything off. But anyways, yeah, so that was a big thing I was having to get done, which I'll have to show that off in a later video. Once I get some other little tweaks done, I can run some larger trains up here. Other additions are, there's some billboards scattered about the layout. I bought a pack of MPC billboards. Actually, as you can see, the very appropriate MPC model kits one, which has, of course, products from all their product ranges during the General Mills ownership. There's a couple more. There's one in the corner. I'm probably going to change around where they are. I just kind of put them in kind of random spots that looked okay. Thought it was okay for right now. Got the Ruth, Lionel, and I was going to try and print some inserts for some of these too because I've got card stock, and that way I can kind of have whatever I want on them. Also over here I added some lichen. I realized I had a whole bag of the stuff that I had not used, so I was like, oh well, I might as well put it in the layout here to kind of hide wires and ends of scenery. Like over here at the farm, you can hide the fence, and then on the back wall here I've got some more along with these telephone poles, just to add a little bit of a backdrop so it's not just plain wall. Speaking of over here at the farm, I've got some cows finally on it, so it looks much better. Also have pasturers at the station now. I bought these figure packs in the last batch recently. And then back over here at the front of the layout, I've also got the Cop and Hobo car. I picked this up recently too. Most of the stuff I'm showing was all from a order from trains. So I've got the whole little, they call it a trestle, I think, in the instructions or support, whatever you want to call this. But I set that up today, and I've got the cars right there. I'll demonstrate that in a sec. But it's a pretty neat little accessory. It's the MPC reissue of the post-war car. It's the same thing other than the car being red instead of blue. And there's a few other new cars in the train as well. I'll show once I advance it a bit more. So let's see if we can get it to work first. There we go. And then as they go around, they just keep pushing each other off. If you're not familiar with the accessory, they just keep kind of perpetually chasing each other. So we'll go around again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Let me bring it down to a stop here. We'll park it underneath because it's not a big deal. Yeah, so it takes a bit of adjustment. There's screws on top of this great platform here, and you have to kind of, you screw it in, it lowers the platform. It's on like springs actually. So you can adjust it upper and lower just to make, because you have to kind of like tune it in to get it to work with this here. And so I pretty much have it dialed in, as you can see, especially if you go kind of fast. You have little freak accidents like that. I had one where he got stuck just on the edge and he was hanging off, or it'll flip off the track sometimes. It takes a little practice, and I'm still getting used to it, but it's still a really cool accessory to have, so that was new. This Rio Grande cookie box car, also NPC, is new, which I really like just because, cookies. Who doesn't like cookies? It's really cute. I've got the 5733 Lino Lines Bunk car. This is a car I've wanted for a long time. I'm weird, and I just like to collect a lot of the Lino Lines themed cars. They did like these. They did actually a whole set of these, and I've got 4 of them now, which I'm sure I'll do a video on once I get more of them. But there's this one. There is the Pickle Vat car, which I also just got here. I already have the box car and the tank car, and I believe that leaves a gondola, a caboose, a woodside reefer, and a one of those big 4-bay hoppers. And there's also like an SD18 as the engine for it. So eventually I want to get that whole set together, but for now I'm up to 4 cars so I'm about halfway there, which is cool. So, and it's a neat little car too. It does have an interior illumination, so the inside lights up, and a little marker light on the side lights up as well. And then also, not shown, I will show it later, I also got a radar car, but unfortunately they forgot to ship me the actual radar part of it, so I will have to wait till it trains and get the replacement part for that, where I can show it off in video. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's new right now. No, it's not a super serious layout here. I'm really just kind of like having this kind of, nothing's held down, it's not serious, it's made of carpet, it's a very toy train layout. But I still like adding little things to it and tweaking, and the thing is too is I can rearrange anything I want at a whim, or I can take everything off, which I usually do every few months, and vacuum, the carpet up here. And so for a simple layout, I do have a lot of fun with it. I mean, it's not anything special. I only have about a 4-foot by 5.5-foot space here, so not a ton I can do anyways, but I try and do as much as I can, so. So yeah, as you can see there, some just kind of gets stuck. I'm still trying to tweak it in, but it usually works better off camera. There you go. But anyways, that's the layout update, I guess, for now. Whenever I make some other big changes, I will sure to make another one. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.